Got that going. Got that going. Hopefully everyone's having a good night tonight. I'll start with some first. Alright guys, we'll get started here shortly. Camera. It's me right here. I'm starred. Don't put me out here. Alright guys. Kind of do something a little different from the norm. I don't normally play MUT, but we'll give it a shot. Get started here in just a moment. Alright guys. Alright guys, we'll get started now. Alright, remix? Alright. Let's see what we got today on Ultimate Team, shall we? I don't remember to play this mode, so we will have to see what is up, won't we? Alright. So we'll go over to here. Let's kind of see. My team's at 89. And we're going to go ahead and go into MUT Seasons. We'll see what's up, man. We'll see what's up. I don't even know where I left off at. I don't even know where I left off at. Oh, is it a new season? Oh, we didn't do very good so far. We didn't do very good so far. Not good. Okay, it's almost time to come in. You come in, you're coming in.
But I need to clean this water.
Then clean it up and come in.
Huh?
It's time to come in anyway. Step to the way. Remus can go outside. He's fine.
And I'm bringing my kettle. And I don't rinse this off.
Okay, rinse it off and then go get whatever you need from outside, okay? Alright.
Can you help me close this tight? Make sure it's really tight. I don't want water going into it. Players.
Go.
Players.
Yep. Go. Let's go. Let's see if we can get this first win of the night. We were pretty successful with ranked head-to-head earlier. By the way, if you guys are watching and you guys just want to get a game with me, you know, in between games, you guys will have like a minute and you can send me a head-to-head matchup. Not a MUT matchup, but a head-to-head one. And I don't mind playing anyone, man. We're all just here to have fun. Be a positive force in the community.
And Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright.
Okay, go get your Kindle. It's time to come in.
They can both thrive on offense.
You need to go get your Kindle, don't you? Okay.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off
all my notifications are updated, guys. So make sure you feel free to like, share.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the
okay, it's not cold, bud.
Shy of the 20-yard line.
Okay, just wash your hands. Wash your hands.
Ohio! Ohio!
Don't worry about brother.
Oh. This is Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Lynch. And an alley to run.
I missed time, but...
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first
put it down.
You've got to take
dinner time was before. Go pick up your stuff. It's time to come in.
Than to establish the running game early.
You say you worry about brother one more time, you're going to go to bed right now.
So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some
there
open field
one play,
here.
run
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football.
Get in here.
And hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he takes a shot.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball
that was his
free
first pass in the
brings
game.
up
Good
third
pass,
down.
buddy. Rogue Scholar.
Very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on third down, Murray. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break,
see if we can stop him here,
crowd
guys.
of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On fourth down.
Thank you.
Murray tries for Rice, intercepted.
Let's
It's
go.
off at the 33 and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Right, boys, tight to the right. Move.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Off play action. Murray flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Randall forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
I fucked that up. What? Don't worry about it. I don't know. It's not my Xbox. Don't worry about it, Peyton. It's almost bedtime for you.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
3 down, 3 down.
Hot! Hot!
Operating from the gun. Murray over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
3 down, 3 down.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Hot! Hot!
On third down, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Ohio!
And partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a fourth down.
Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 20. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10
Quiet.
at the 24.
I told you couldn't have that. Put it back.
No, it's not it.
It's the same thing. Put it back.
Here's Murray being chased out left. He's to the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
4 down, 4
Give it to him right up the gut. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And Brandon, as we continue to
Peyton,
see, so
settle
much of
down.
the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid type players. In this case, strong safety Not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run. Tackled for a loss. Yeah, forget the pregame.
Come on, I spun, man.
He introduced himself with authority on that play.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
On the cover 4.
Taylor. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Let's go.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid will start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
He's picked off
With
at
the
his own
butt kick,
46. And they
How do
will
you chase
finally
me
put it
down?
into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard
How do
line.
you chase me down?
Johnson, the intended target. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a handoff working right. A good footwork on the span. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On the ground with a tight end. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Odd, 5 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's
Nobody
in.
there, baby.
Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the
Hush.
exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
TWITCH. I bookmarked
Here
it
come
for
the
you.
Seahawks now set to take over on offense.
Don't worry about it, bud.
And
It's
job
almost
one here,
it's time
Charles,
for
just
bed.
keep possession of the
bedtime
football.
for
2
you.
drives, 2 turnovers. To
Brother's
this
gonna
point.
come in soon and go to
Exactly
bed
right,
too.
Doctor.
So
Hippocratic
don't worry
oath,
about it.
First, do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's bedtime.
Ohio!
Good night.
Trying to shake off the
Sure.
interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Hey,
That's
good night.
Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Blocked down there.
Ohio!
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Love you, bud. Good night.
Raiders.
Yes.
Yes.
To throw on down. Murray caught left side by Hilton.
Good night.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for 19 and a first down.
Get
You
him back
talked
to
about the
these
need
9
for them to
yards.
establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he takes us just a few yards
What,
shy
pay
of the
10?
red zone before going out. A really nice gain.
You know what you can do.
25 yards.
Go to bed.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed down the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Murray escaping the pressure right. Murray fighting, lost the football. And
What a
Raiders
hit,
pick it up.
baby.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner,
Give him some
especially in
move.
the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Jacobs, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see him.
He's got a man complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right.
What?
And he will go down outside.
Don't worry about it. Go.
Sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We are two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Almost on the
incomplete.
rebound.
Nearly the pick they needed.
Right.
They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
Okay, love you too. You keep shouting, you're just gonna go, I'm gonna take away everything.
A good return
Go to bed.
ball at 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
They can get the latter 50%. And he checks this one down to Williams. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it.
Oh my God, it's the wrong button.
Inside the 30.
Hit the wrong button.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pick.
Shut up!
4 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmakers.
Yes, I am. Come downstairs one more time. I'm gonna go up there and spank you.
He's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
Kids.
He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Flex round!
To throw on second down, Murray. Left side complete. That's Harris. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Yeah, it's the dog in after this game.
On third down, they go in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw on second down.
Oh, come on, I had the pitstick lined up, man.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Where's that guy going?
He's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Murray steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
I appreciate that, Ian. I appreciate it.
To the ground, and it brings
I appreciate that so much.
But it's not been
This was
the
throwing it
best
out of
game
bounds.
for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get
move.
going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence.
Pressing fucking A.
Down. Back at his
Fucking
own
shit.
5-yard line, it's a sack. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside
Damn
here
fucking
in the
close
first
to me.
quarter. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now Sanders. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing the
oh my God.
before it turns into something big.
Switch to the other guy.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Yeah, I still run.
Franco
I
Harris,
still do leagues on Xbox.
yards.
Exclamation Discord.
Just
I'll
an
get
extra
you in
point
there.
away from tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback and pass plays
Exclamation,
all the time.
exclamation
Roger
Discord.
Craig, Tom Rathman,
Why
those
didn't
guys
that
were
come up?
terrific at running these types of plays.
Sorry. Oh, hold on. I gotta switch.
This will
I
be
forgot.
taken to the
Hold
back
on.
of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Peyton,
From
hush!
deep inside their own territory.
I don't know why that didn't send. Alright, it should work now. Sorry about that. There we go. How you been, man?
Means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple
Hey,
of
if you guys
first
are watching
downs,
on
and
Facebook
hopefully
or
flip
anything
the
like
field.
that, hit that
Just
like
something to
button,
build off of.
follow
That's what they're
button.
looking for here.
You know, do your boy some good.
Throwing on first down. Murray. And a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to
Yeah,
about
exactly,
the 35.
man. I'm ready. I'm ready. New
10
Madden comes
yards
out
there
in
to
what?
start
Two
the drive, and
weeks?
just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stop with that noise.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. What we got?
On first down, Murray. And past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
55, Mike, 55.
If you pre-ordered it and you have EA access, you'll be able to play it on the 21st, I think. 21st or 25th or something like
Stop
that.
him behind the line. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production.
Yeah.
But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Double tight. 4 down.
To throw on second down.
If you're just going to leave Brown open,
Left side is Brown.
if you're just going to leave Brown
They'll
open,
wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
yeah, so you should be able to
That
play
goes
it,
for a gain of
I think the
31.
25th, if I'm not
Coaches
mistaken.
really don't care from what position
Yeah,
they
two
get
two
this.
weekends, the
Run
25th.
after the catch
The
ability,
25th you'll be
rack
able to play
ability
it.
is often the difference
So,
between winning and
less
losing
than 2
and
weeks.
changing field position.
So signs
Yeah,
of
less than
life
2
in
weeks.
what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Put the dog in.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Looking to throw. Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Take the field goal here.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads.
You need to get it now if you're going to get a team, man.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more pressure.
It's already being set up, man. I think there's only like 4 teams left or something. So if you want in, you better get in and claim your team because by this time next week, I'll probably have it full. I'm waiting on some sponsor stuff, some stuff to come down, you know. I'll definitely probably have it full, for sure.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to come up with one
supposed to be in bed.
They're going to get out of here with a victory.
Okay, still supposed to be in bed.
Ohio! Ohio! Round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Gonna get it off in time, baby.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.
Way to start off the broadcast, baby. 1-0, baby. 1-0 right now. Let's go. This team is only 89 overall, so I'm not looking to do too much with it. As you see, I don't play MUT that much. I don't play this MUT that much. What? Sure. You take a shower first. Should work unless you got bands. There you go. I invited you. Boom. I hit the wrong thing.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both
playing
teams.
Someone who has a perfect team.
Making sure you avoid giving up the big play.
Yep, make sure you just follow what it says in there, man.
All game long.
I'll get on there and help you in a moment.
Keep the ball in front
obviously.
of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Thank you. I do not want After Effects though. What's going on there? Okay.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. action here on first down. Flush to his right.
Whoa, I hit the wrong button.
And he fires one
What
that's
the hell?
intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
That was not a good start. Oh my
I
god.
think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the
No, I
pocket
wanted
and
him to
panics
cut
a little
across.
bit, and
And all of a
receiver
sudden, he
doesn't
just
make
went
sure he's
up.
absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking.
That wasn't a
coming
good
off of
start.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open.
That wasn't a
Otherwise,
good start,
just
man.
don't do it.
Hey, again, no matter where you guys are watching this from, Facebook Live, Twitch, wherever, hit that like button, hit that follow button. Got new notifications for everything. Send me some itty bitty.
On first and 10, Murray. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard
Remember,
line.
don't play this mode,
First down completion.
so
Nice rhythm throw there on
should be
first down. He
interesting.
located his tight end, made a nice easy catch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw on second down. Murray firing quickly.
Throw it again, I'm gonna
That's
take that.
complete.
Throw it again, I'll
And he
pick
is
that.
out of bounds. Going to get down to the 10. 7 yards
Used
on
to
the
drive people
pickup
crazy
there, and
last
now
year.
they've got it first and goal.
I used to run that on the last Madden one time. Remember that?
They'll try and run. This is Williams. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your old line to set the tone of dominance and
That's why I hate MUT,
physicality,
man.
and pound the rock.
Someone said they wanted to see me play it, so whatever.
They'll go with the keeper. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4. And Gostkowski's
I'm okay with
kick
this 3.
is good.
I'm okay
And
with
that'll
this
make it
3.
3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
See if I can run more
And
than
now
one
Oakland
fucking
ready
play.
to take the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
Maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
5.
Well, he did a nice
5
job
yards,
keeping his eyes
I got
downfield,
5.
waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And they'll go on the ground.
Take the
And he'll
first.
get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit
Good
off
shit,
a
boy.
pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
My other guy
Well, last
open?
drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
You got it figured out? Okay.
And they'll go ground
Woo!
to the tailback.
That's a hot one.
Finding room to the 20.
That's a hot one. Let's go.
In. Touchdown. Oakland. A great play there. 33 yards.
Yeah, Chiefs were open.
Taking the early lead.
Let's get you hooked up real quick.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with.
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Should figure it out real quick. Boom.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
God, thank God.
Yeah, they finally get to him, but not
really?
before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Flex round! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Murray.
Well, I didn't expect you to actually throw
Caught by
that.
Jones.
I would have picked that.
And he's
My
going to
fault.
have this down deep into Oakland territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there. For
Yeah,
a big
Mahomes is
gainer,
pretty
that's
good,
tough
man.
to do because you usually have a
Mahomes
safety
is
or two
pretty
in the
good.
middle of the field.
And he's
But
like
you
one
get
of the
enough
number one
crossers
X
and
factors in the
underneath
league,
routes and
right?
curls. You start to get those guys creeping up, wanting plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back to throw. Murray. And he
Really?
will take it in for the touchdown.
That guy's just standing there. Come on.
Julio Jones from 10 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That drive was quick and impressive.
Horrible.
Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think
I'm
of what
gonna
it's
go back
like
to
now on the
Regs.
sideline. Because when you score a
Might go back
touchdown,
to
you have to go
Regs
over and look at the
after this.
tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Oh my God.
Fire one deep over. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Yeah, we're going back to Regs.
Seahawks, Earl Thomas. And
We're gonna go back to
brought down, but he's got
he's beat, and because he's got a better, higher player, he's gonna get overall. Yeah, we're gonna switch this. I'm rather go. Regs is so much more fun for me. I'd rather just have fun. Regs.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Go to bed. Come down here one more time, your stuff's going off. Go! Alright, so we change that. Hey, if you guys are on the Facebook one, hit that share button one time. Make sure you hit that share button, you know what I mean? Alright, we're going back to here. I don't know. Regs right now is just more fun. I find it more fun.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs.
We're playing versus the Chiefs, huh? All pro.
I'm horny.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Does anyone know how to mute the other person's like shit? All pro for let. Can you hear me? Your name is stupid.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left.
Thank you.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throw back across his body. He's picked off near his own 40.
Yeah, you using the word, yeah.
40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this
Let's
play.
go.
First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one,
6-18.
now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't
Thanks,
connect.
EA. It's a wide open touchdown.
They look like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Carr to throw. And he finds Carr. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
First down,
Very
baby.
solid
Let's
gain
go.
of 27.
Let's go.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went to force a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off.
Let's go.
To show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
That's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
He'll get it up the middle. It's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Let's go.
It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go to bed.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take
off. Always off.
Wasn't pretty.
Good night.
An interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Steps away to his left. Caught there by Conley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On first down, Mahomes. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And going deep for
Did you really catch that?
Side to 35.
Wow.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Wow.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And that's off the mark.
Oh, yeah.
Travis
Oh,
Kelce,
yeah.
the Pro Bowl tight end,
Oh,
the
yeah.
intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Looking for Watkins, intercepted.
Let's
Picked
go.
off around the 27. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The Raiders
Let's
are
go.
in for 6. Touchdown. And this defense
go,
looking
baby.
like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
That was
Go
a
back
pick,
with
that
me
was
to
a
our
pick 6
training business.
interception.
What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Pass.
Ball's
Pick
in the
6
air.
And then my
interception.
favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody.
Let's go.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll
Oh, wide open, complete.
Oh, that won't happen again.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 58 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one through the uprights and good.
Good play.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue.
Yeah, that was a good pass.
I think that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created.
I had the middle of the line trying to bounce there.
Looks like a run, turned into a play action, and one deep.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete.
That's just user.
Me, bro.
That's just user skill, man. What do you want me to do?
A gain of 39
What do you want me to do?
time.
I just threw it up and said the user's going to go get
Post
it.
pattern is often equated as a change-up route. How about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field, covered or not? You have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
And it pops free.
Right,
the
yeah,
collision there
Okay.
jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The fuck? How you doing,
Like
Thomas?
what they tried to do there. They
What's
didn't get
up,
a
man?
completed pass downfield,
Hey, man.
but they
If
came
anyone's
up with a
watching, you can hit
momentum
that
play.
follow
Big
button,
time gain on the
that
previous
like
snap.
button. I got a
Came right back and
notification
threw
for
one
everything
deep,
now.
hoping to catch them on their heels.
Ooh, I thought I was going to follow
To
that.
Jordy Nelson. And he
Ooh.
works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Sexy.
Nelson's first catch.
Sexy.
Good for a first down.
You want no problem.
First down, the run with Lynch. Into the juke.
Once you get up, baby, let's
He'll be
go.
brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
call that play a
Sets up
success,
very
too.
manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, 4 down.
Carr gives to Marshawn. He's to the 10.
Let's go.
Take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Let's go. Yeah, get off my field. Let's go. Had enough. He's had enough. Let's go. GG's in the chat. GG's in the chat. This only makes sense for those that are on. That's not what I wanted to type. Clearly, I wanted to do that. Anyways, GG. Boom. Alright, see who we got next, guys. Starting off good. Oh, wait, I gotta tell him GG. I always do this, man. I try to be friendly with some players. You gotta let the people. That's your squad? What? Who's your squad? The Raiders or the Chiefs? Alright, let's see who we got. Oh, I'm gonna take this down. We ready? Dang, people back on Madden now, man. I love it. I love it, baby. Raiders ever go? Yeah, baby. Raiders, baby, all day. All day. I love it. I didn't really use them a lot, obviously, this match. I don't play ranked that much. I play more CFM. I run leagues. It's a lot more fun. Like, I'm not a big MUT person. In order to qualify for all these freaking things coming up, you're going to have to be. But they should make, like, one Regs, like, tournament. Like, the top person in Regs, the top 5 in Regs, Should get invited to these events or
EA
some
Sports
shit.
coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at
I can't
NRG
compete
Stadium.
with these
They do
people,
it
man.
here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up
Regs
and
and
ready to
CFM.
go as they get
I might
set
do
to
MUT
match
squad,
up
or not MUT
with Derek
squads, but
Carr and the Oakland
draft MUT
Raiders.
and shit.
So here's
'Cause you can make it that way
to do
too.
the honors. These folks are ready, and we are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Ooh, wait, what are you doing?
And he'll take
Why
it
did
up
you-
past the 25 to the
What the
26-yard line.
monkeys? Hey guys, no matter where you're watching this, whether it's Twitch or Facebook or Mixer or whatever, hit that follow like button, man. If I'm new to Facebook gaming, my stars should be enabled on Monday probably.
They go play action on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
I appreciate you, miss,
And he
throwing
fires
that
one
ball.
that's intercepted. It's
Thanks.
the Honey Badger, Tyrann Matthew.
I'm gonna go up there and shut everything
Will
off.
take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Kids need to go to bed. Yeah, if you guys are on Twitch, man, hit those bits up. If you're on the Facebook, hit that like button up. Feel free to hit that share. Also, like I said, I got notifications for everything, man, and they're working.
3
You know what
yards
I
on the
mean?
pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surf.
Oh,
You see the pellets go up.
I mistimed it. I could have picked that.
A second down pass play there,
should've
but it's
picked it.
incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings
Let's
up
go.
third down.
Raider Nation, baby. Hey, if you guys are from watching from Synergy Group, I want to call them. That's a good group, man. I played the guy earlier, Sweaty or whatever his name is.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Kind of like him.
Three down. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Underneath for Miller.
Oh, what a
And
hit
he'll be
stick.
brought down
What are you
right
doing?
at the 45
What are we
yard
doing?
line. Call it a
What
pickup
are we
of
doing?
7, and that's going to make it fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Three down. Come back, come back.
They're going for it. It's Watson. It's complete.
I figured it was something like that.
Back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few.
I thought about
inches, but
switching
still
this
some
coverage,
anxious
but
moments there, but
it
they
don't
do
matter.
convert on fourth.
We just out here having fun,
Fourth
guys.
down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
2 weeks away from the release of the next Madden. Oh, I'm coming in. I'm coming in hard.
First down carry now for
Really not as hard as I thought I would.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Richmond.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Letting his players charge up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Richmond.
Now it's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll go
That's
out
my
of bounds
fault.
right around the
I'm gonna
40.
start covering that
It'll
fucking.
go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves to chains as well.
I hate that route.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down into the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered through the little...
That is caught. Hopkins.
Good play.
Touchdown.
Good play.
DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards.
That'll be my first loss of the day. We won like 10 in a row. So, I can't be mad. That was a good play.
For the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I spun him. Come on.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Still got this. Heads up.
Play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So
all I gotta
after
say.
the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
6-18.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. Forced out to his left.
It's not what I was doing.
Carl lost it. Fumble. And they have the football and will take over.
It's not
at
what
the
I was doing.
24-yard line.
I didn't make a move
When I see a
inside.
play like that,
Fucking try
I
this.
come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going
Guys,
to
you
pick
can't
up,
win them all, man.
to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the ball.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but
Wow.
ultimately you get look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Horrible.
Out of bounds,
Horrible.
all the way down to 3. That's good for 21 yards.
Lined
and
up the
a
hit
first
stick.
down.
He's like, no. It's all good. Harvey is going to win. It's all good. Give a shit.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Tiger. 53 is the mic. Tiger. Come back. Richmond.
Oh my god. Not everything.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
I mistimed it.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So
Down
they
2
let the
scores.
pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky, but it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're not in the on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a dime.
Thanks for throwing that, man. I appreciate it.
And able to bring him to the ground.
Thank you.
J.J. Watt.
We're getting our ass kicked this game.
Make the sack. He buries him for
I have no answer. I have no
answer.
answer.
20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack.
This guy's got me.
Done.
Look out for number 30.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. This will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Throwing his car on third down.
Why won't he let me throw the ball? He's got me,
He's
man. That's a GG. That's a GG.
First quarter. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his second.
You got me, man. It's a GG. Good job. Good job, man. Well done. Well done. Well done. Killed me. Well done. Nice defense. I don't want to hear you guys. It's bedtime. Alright, we'll try this again. He said thanks. I mean, he killed me. What do you want? What do you want me to say? That dude killed me. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah. I didn't know you could do that. Huh. Learn something new every day. Mute is cool as playing. Does he not fucking play that anymore?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California.
Nike 2K,
this was the scene
EA.
a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hopefully we're going with a good game plan, guys.
Hey, here we go. 694. 4 down, 4 down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down.
That's how it should
before
work.
he reaches the 38.
That's how it works, man. First down.
Nice play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. Lynch busting.
Get off me.
Tackle now at Alley.
Let's go. Woohoo! Oh, that was a hot one.
Marshawn Lynch, 38 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
I didn't mean to put MP
A nice
wins.
run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end
I
zone.
mean, we're going to win.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end.
Oh, I had the hit stick lined up.
20 to the 22-yard line.
MP, put the thing down. Okay, my bad. My bad.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
3 down.
Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And this will go
that's
to
why I
the
like Regs,
28-yard
man.
line. A gain of 6
Regs is
there
my
on
shit.
first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the
I don't know if
touchdown
I'm
pretty
doing that.
quickly. Would it have
I don't know.
changed if you got to stop it? It would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It shouldn't be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to basically strike back. Let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and
I
try
guess
to be
I'm
aggressive
gonna
on their first series.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost the game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick
I
up
should
that
have
first
picked
down
it.
on third down, I thought that was
My
key.
fault.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk
my
about
fault.
that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot.
Give me that.
Football, and the Raiders
Give me that.
recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? Hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Card out a throw. Looking deep for LaFell.
Okay,
He
so
couldn't
that was
quite
straighter.
hold it. Got hit.
Should have threw that
Ball
one straighter.
pops out. Incomplete.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first
Playing
drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one wasn't complete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield.
Hey, you're on to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Hey, we are.
Shotgun now for
I
Carr.
got Carr there.
Buying time to
Ooh, look at Carr breaking
and now
tackle.
running right through it.
Ooh,
And
Carr
he'll be out
breaking
right
tackles.
at the 35. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example, as gets the first.
That's
Carr
something you have to be
breaking
aware of
tackles.
as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could. Here's a give to Lynch. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up on the 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they've seen from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
185.
And off comes Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Carr. He's going to let this thing go deep for LaFell.
Come on.
The ball popped in the air, intercepted.
Why do the Rams get all
Picked off
pop-ups?
by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Oh, wide open guy. Overthrows him 10 yards from where I'm throwing the ball. Magically gets
Get it
tipped.
to LaFell there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Strap in, baby.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and move a crease that they can run through.
Tried to time
Didn't
it.
happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Now it's gone. And he comes back with one complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain.
Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley. 38
I thought he was going to pass it.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Carr to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that's complete to LaFell. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Carr now on first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver.
Let's go.
Any defender can step up and fill it.
They did crossing route. He got 29 yards that time. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. On the handoff, Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Woods. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to hook it in and picks up the first down.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock them free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Carr throwing on set down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Carr looking to throw. 1-2.
I don't know why I did that.
Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. Nickel Roby-Coleman, their defensive.
I don't know why I did that.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. First half in the books. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think you wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, it's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st down, gone. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
14.
The throw on 2nd down is gone. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead with 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Marquell Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to the guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because it's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this one.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Begin.
They'll run again. Wedge. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught
Ooh,
inside the 20.
shit.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play.
I will take it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the give, this is Lynch. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's gone.
Oh my God, I'm one of the other guys.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no good.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got it in.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Hey, Shell!
Oh my God.
And he'll go down here
Can't
at
move
the
any of my
35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, it's Gurley.
We're going to hit him in one
Find his
game
way
finally.
forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now, whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Hey, guys, check me out.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. First and goal, Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Rams have won.
GG. Well done. Well done. Next. Alright, this will probably be my last game, guys, for the night. Seems like everyone's in bed right now. I wonder if I shared it. What would it do if I shared it? Probably nothing, right? Honestly, I don't know.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Wentz.
Oh, why did I miss time there?
Incomplete to Zach Ertz.
I didn't get the
And they're able
animation.
to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarring the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feel making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a long yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met
So
at
nice
the line
when
of
to run it
scrimmage.
twice, huh?
No game time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Black.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team. They're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3
I didn't play
points
Ultimate
out.
Team for 19. I might play it for 20. I might do Draft Champions. I don't know.
On their opening drive.
I don't know yet. Well, welcome to the channel, Ham
Cam. The
Cam.
Raiders
Hope you're having a great day,
first and
man.
10 at their own 25-yard line. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Roberts with it over the middle.
You sticky straight up. Oh,
And they finally get him down, but not before
Yeah,
he
man, I'll
reaches
probably-
the 34.
I might play it in 20. I'm more of a CFM kind of guy.
41 yards.
I
So the
run
big play
CFMs,
changes the
but
complexion of things.
I'll probably
Here's
do Draft
1st and 10
Champions.
just outside the 30.
I don't like spending a lot of money
On 1st and 10, here's
on the
Carr.
game. It doesn't deserve all this money.
10.
Well,
And
that's
down
just
he
me.
goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the
I gotta
5
change the
to
name of my
6.
bot.
A really good
Because
pick
everyone
up of
thinks that I
28
typed that, but obviously I don't
yards.
type
The
that.
Raiders into the red
So I gotta
zone for
change the name
first
of the
down.
bot.
They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run.
Woo!
He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well
But
executed,
yeah, like,
wasn't it?
so
Well
you play
blocked,
MUT a lot,
well
huh?
run,
What's your
end
team?
result,
What's your team rank?
6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, all right. Have a good one, man.
Carlson now to kick this one away.
Have a good night, Mr. Ham.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't
If you guys are
want
watching on
to be
Facebook or
on the
Twitch
field. They want that
or any other
in the
thing,
end
hit
zone.
that like button, man. Hit that follow button.
It's Ajayi. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's put in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 120.
This is Ajayi.
Where you going?
He's going to be met at
Where you
the
going?
line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Interception.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He can't get away forever, and down he goes. Brandon Graham.
Nice
He's the
D.
one that got to him. He
was
takes
very
him
well
down for a
done.
loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get
Congratulations.
some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left.
I'm gonna give you that much time.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did
Man, he
on
pushed
1st
everyone
down.
back.
Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really, that 3rd down makes it manageable now.
The open man is Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
This guy left
That one
already,
goes
really?
for 24 yards.
I thought he was
Sometimes
leaving.
our
I was
pregame
like,
meetings do pay
damn.
off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And
I
seeing
got you,
no
homie.
options,
I
he
got
just
you,
tosses
homie.
this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only running 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting 1 but 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now Carr.
I did throw that. It's okay.
He's taken down.
I threw that, but it's okay.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the right hash and calling it nearly 50 yards.
All night.
Carlson able to put this
I
one
kind of
through.
missed it by a little
And
bit.
they push the lead up to a touchdown now at
But
10-3.
it's okay.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hurts over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Here's a Johnny.
Where you going?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back
Where
at
you
the
going,
40.
fool?
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. The best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hail Mary.
It's to throw on second down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Flushed out right. Toward the block, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar in the final seconds of the first half.
Must be time for me to get out.
Within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Come on.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Might be time for me to get off, guys. He has 3-man rushing. I got 5 blocking.
The Raiders following the sack, looking up at 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Cole. Oh, the pressure too great.
I threw it right when I hiked it. Right when I hiked it, I threw it.
That they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and again.
Right when I hiked it, I threw it.
Now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it,
hike it, I throw it, fucking
somehow the
sits
ball
there.
finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now it's Sproles, and he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Fucking Christ.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball in the
I'm getting
field,
off after this
success
game,
on first
guys.
down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Tackle him.
He'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
53's the mic. Please.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Dallas.
Switch to the other guy, will you?
And he's going to get this one
Fuck,
across
man.
the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from 33. And on the ground go with the running back. Able to push his way through.
Switch. Oh my God! Don't switch to that guy.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there from Ajayi. 43 yards on the
But
ground.
Lynch gets touched
So the
like
big
this
play
and
gets him all the
falls.
way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
3 down. Here we go. 120.
Running game working. They'll put it on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that one
He
goes
gets hit. Still
incomplete. He's
doesn't make
maybe
the
lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
3 down. 53's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They start the drive bench, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Double tight. 3 down.
They'll keep pounding here with. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Here we go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it. Here's Regs. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
3 down. You're mine.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Lynch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
4 down. That's up.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
That's the story of the
An
game.
incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of times the analytics to go for it, right? But
There we go.
And this is going to be intercepted.
There we go.
Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Later, eight.
Back to throw. Carr.
Come on.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Brandon LaFell,
Wow.
the intended receiver. So how about that for a momentum switch?
we're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything flipped in the other direction.
It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll give the 29-yard line brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense field.
A dump off to Sproles, and he'll be brought down 47. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. I don't think
I can't
necessarily
spins
you
and
need to
form my
spike
guys
it,
to
but he's
keep
got to
going.
continue to move quickly.
And he's
Slow
got it
ass
up over
spin.
the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Wentz now to throw. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Just too many short underneath throws. They've got to get the ball downfield.
And in a hurry. Wentz. And they'll give
You get to
him
hold
down
on to
as he's
everything.
inside
It's
the
amazing.
40. And now before this first
My best
play,
receiver
we're gonna
drops
get
a one-on-one
timeout
pass.
here.
Your worst receiver
As it'll
catches
come
it.
with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38.
It's going to be the second game I lose
Just a
because of a
yard on the
fucking field
first
goal.
down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of
One time it
bounds.
doesn't let me go through
Unfortunate
there.
bounce or
I
two
appreciate
there.
it.
They'll keep possession
Thanks,
back
EA.
inside the 10-yard line.
Thanks for giving him this
A
game.
game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Throw,
This
swing,
EA just handed you
and
this game.
is caught.
It's a
And
shame.
they could seal it. It's a touchdown.
It's a shame, man.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Nowhere almost it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports.
GG,
This is
man.
why
I'm
we
getting
love
off
the
after
game
this.
of
Getting
football.
frustrated.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this.
My guys just drop it. You guys just catch it. What do you want me to do?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their
Before I get off,
back
anyone
out
want to
onto the
play?
field.
Maddensplayers is the
Condition here,
name.
obviously.
Send
Gotta
it,
hope
I'll
to get
play.
something
I don't
quick
know.
right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting
Way
behind
to
the defense.
overthrow it.
Making
Way to overthrow it.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by
Maddensplayers is the
And a
name. You
big
can send it.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can send it if you want. I'll give you 2 minutes. Otherwise, I'm getting off. Forgot I gotta send this guy GG. It's just time to get off. In 20 minutes? Oh, am I ready for 20? Yeah, man, I'm ready for 20, kill cam. Alright, I'm about to get off, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be back on tonight. Might be back on tomorrow. Make sure you follow the new Facebook live stream, facebook.com/gamer/Maddensplayers. Otherwise, Facebook. For my main channel. Alright guys, we're going to get off. Catch you guys later.